Inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Set to go from Detroit as Matt Prater approaches and booms it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Throwing now, Taylor on first down, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Taylor into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action. Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And some room to roll now. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Arakpo able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Just beating the play clock. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said they didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Going underneath for Gordon. Fights him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the handoff comes to Gordon, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. He'll get it up the middle. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now Taylor to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Taylor on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Taylor. To throw again. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. try and run it. Here's Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford flushed out right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Middle, let's go. Give me there. Waiting. Back 55.
Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Tag 50, tag 50. Set. Waiting. Hey. Shoot. 4 down, tag 53.
And they'll go on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Jumbo, jumbo. 3 down. Tag 53, ready. Set. Waiting. Zebra. Hey, tag 53.
Now they try the right side here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Yeah, 4 down, tag 53. Hey, tag 32.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Taylor will throw. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Now Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Play action. Now Taylor. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, go here! Hey, 22! Hey, 51 is down! 51 is down! Right over there, right over there. That's good. Tag 53. Here we go. 50, 50. Switch.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And now running right through it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Slow.
Throwing on 1st down. Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
2nd and 10 now, it's Taylor. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor. Going to throw again. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Taylor eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off two passes. That would have been the third in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
We got three. Set. Lady. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Pass 55.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've had.
This is caught inside the 15. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. being chased out left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Zebra. Set, lady. Double, set. Hey, 22.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
22. 32.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out come the Chiefs now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now it's Taylor going underneath for Gordon, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Slow.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Taylor. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. So the false start will back them up 5. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Butker able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
He'll look to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal.
And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, tag 58 here, tag 58. Let's go now, let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, they could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, yet he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.